Hey everybody, Jim Masters here on the Jim Masters Show Live. Our special guest today, Amanda Page Cornett, is joining us live and direct from Nashville, Tennessee. Award-winning singer, songwriter, and actress extraordinaire. She's got a new album out as well, new music coming out, and she's going to perform live right here for me and for you on the Jim Masters Show. How's everybody doing today? So good to see you here. Thanks for being with us from wherever you're watching all around the world. We're coming at you live right now on the Jim Masters Show, and we're coming to you from our Lovety Hall studios, as we call them, here on the East Coast and the greater New York area, between New York and Boston along the southern New England coast. Hope you guys are having a good day. Very busy here. I was on the radio all day today. Television shoots, getting ready for our Dallas TV project, multi-day project coming up soon in a couple of days. Wherever you're watching around the world, gang, we really thank you so very much for watching and supporting and sharing the sunshine, telling everybody about our series and all the cool guests and all the fun we have here on our entertainment, lifestyle, variety talk show series. As I mentioned, Amanda Page Cornett is here coming at us live. She's got this new song, new music coming out. Someone to Miss Me. We're going to talk about that. There it is on the screen. You're going to want to make sure you get it. We'll tell you how you can as well. You know, she instantly found a passion for singing, writing, and performing before the age of 9. Born in Spartanburg, South Carolina, a mid-sized city, responsible for musicians such as the Marshall Tucker Band and Pinky Anderson. She performed with many church, school, and community groups throughout her youth. And upon graduating from the University of Florida, go Gators, as she says, Amanda relocated to Nashville. By continuing to refine her skills as an entertainer, vocalist, and songwriter, Amanda developed her unique Southern rock and soul, combining country rock and blues and soul, which is a really cool sound, you know? It's an awesome sound, and we're so excited to have her here on the show. A little bit more about her, too, as we tell you more about this incredible artist. Love that photo. These are really cool shots we've got here, huh? Some cool stuff. And again, new music. She's going to perform live. There she is doing her thing as well on stage. She's just an excellent performer and a real passionate soul, and she loves music. As I mentioned, she developed her unique Southern rock and soul sound, combining country, rock, and blues, as well as soul. As an entertainer, vocalist, and songwriter, you know, she was featured in the 2009 movie Junkyard Dog as well. Amanda has also acted in various films, music videos, commercials. In addition, worked with Kirstie Mann's songwriter Girl Camp, too. Amanda has also written with many hit writers, too, including Mark Narmore and Spooner Oldham, and Rich Fagan and Greg Lawson and many others. Released in 2018, her album Front Porch Rebel was recorded at Nuthouse Studios in Sheffield, Alabama, and features songs written at Muscle Shoals, the famous Muscle Shoals, famed studios, where Aretha Franklin and Lynyrd Skynyrd and the Allman Brothers and Etta James have also done their thing. Amanda and Almost Angels, which is her group, are currently preparing for a nationwide tour as well. And there she is again doing her thing. And there is the group. Yep. And they always have a good time together. We're going to talk about that and so much more. We've got some really awesome photos. And again, live music coming your way. Great entertainment coming up on this episode of the Jim Masters Show Live with Amanda Page Cornett. Again, joining us live and direct from Nashville, Tennessee. She's got her guitar ready to go. She's all hopped up and excited right here on the Jim Masters Show. Join me, gang, in welcoming her in just a second. First, if you would like to comment during the show, you could definitely do that. You can do that by subscribing to our YouTube channel, our JMS Lovety chat room, as we call it. It's a chat room we have during the live shows. It's something we afford you. A lot of people don't do that, but we do it because I know you guys like to interact with one another. You can definitely do that. You can check each other out and say hello. And you can say hello to us in the JMS Lovety chat room when you chat right now. And don't forget, you can leave a comment on our YouTube channel as well if you want. We would love it if you leave a comment on our YouTube channel and give this episode and all the ones you love a hearty thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It doesn't cost a thing when you do that. It's something cool, and it really helps us grow this show that we have done over 750 episodes on. So good to have everybody here. Lots of comments built up already. We'll take a look at some of those as well. Let's welcome Amanda to the show. And there she is, coming to us from Nashville. Boom, there's our brick. We're all set and ready to go. Welcome, my friend.
Hello. Well, thank you. I was turning on my YouTube so I could see the comments as well on my phone.
The camera tilted down a little bit, so it's cutting off the top of the head.
I think it's that I tilted down. Hold on one second. I was trying to turn on my phone, my YouTube, so that I could see the comments. Is that better?
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Here I am.
How are you in Nashville, my friend? How are you there today?
We're doing pretty well. I know I was telling you before, I'm a little out of it today. I was trying to fix my air conditioning. If anybody in Nashville is an air conditioning fixer, just let me know.
Yeah, she's there
doing that today.
Studio with no air conditioning, gang. I tell you, that's real passion. She's here on the Jim Masters Show with no air conditioning, and she's in Nashville. She's not on the coast. She's in Nashville. Well,
that's
welcome,
right,
my friend. It's cool to have you here, and a lot of exciting things going on for you, huh? Congratulations on the new music and everything that's happening.
Thank you so much. Very excited about the new single, Someone to Miss Me, that I wrote with Mark Narmore and Carl Holder. And we just, it's different because we did it just piano and vocal, and it's a little different, but we liked it that way. So that's where we kept it.
That's really, really cool. Tell us about the song for people who are hearing about it for the first time. What was the inspiration for that song?
Well, Someone to Miss Me was, unfortunately, fortunately, I don't know, a song that actually came really quickly. It was an idea I had from a day I came home from a cool gig and was just like, oh man, that was such a high. And then I came home and it was like, oh, kind of wish I had someone to miss me when I got home, or someone to tell about it. And so it came from a very, very true place.
Right.
And I threw it out there to Mark and Carl Holder, and we threw it down. It was the third song we wrote that day in Muscle Shoals, Fame Studio B, which was insanely magical. And it kind of wrote itself, to be honest. It was one of those that was actually a really quick write.
Wow. So it really was quick, huh? Usually sometimes it takes a long time to get it to be where you want it to be, you know?
This one was one of those that wrote itself. And I've found that the more personal a song is, sometimes that's the case.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah. And is that something that you've always liked to do? Have you liked to do the personal songs, or is that something you're incorporating into your music now more than ever? Some people do it all the time. Some people don't do it.
It's always been a mixture. I have some songs that are definitely not from my true life experience, but they're a lot of fun. And having an acting background too, I feel like I can tap into that regardless. But then there are some songs that are very personal, and I really probably have a mixture on the album. A couple of really personal and a couple of not about my life at all, but fun to sing.
That's really cool. So you grew up in South Carolina, beautiful South Carolina, Spartanburg. We're home to, the Marshall Tucker Band and a lot of other musical giants coming out of there.
Yes.
How did growing up there influence your musical tastes, your inspiration for and love of music? Because you have this unique way of taking, sort of the Southern rock, the country, and even pop, and sort of like blending these things together in a soulful way, which is unique. I think it's really cool. Did growing up in South Carolina on the East Coast spur some of that on for you?
I would say 100% it was a part of it, because growing up where Southern rock was so prevalent, and my mom was a big blues fan. So she always was listening to blues. I was always listening to the rebels of country. And then I kind of panned out to like some of the rebels of rock and roll as well. And so it kind of all just came together and melded together. But definitely growing up in Spartanburg, those roots were definitely strong and matched really well with the Southern, the funk in Muscle Shoals. So when I started writing down there, it was a very good meld.
So who were the folks that inspired you when you were, growing up, when you were listening as a aficionado of this music? Who were some of the folks that you were, being turned on by?
I was originally my favorites were Hank Williams Jr., Charlie Daniels Band, Marshall Tucker Band, of course, Tanya Tucker, Travis Tritt, the old stuff, the really country rock stuff, more the rock, the rawness. I loved the raw voices. They weren't perfect, but you could tell who they were. And then I grew into like learning about Janis Joplin and all James and more Aretha, and just I love people that you can listen to their music and feel what the song is about, not just
Mhm.
hear it. And
Right,
that's a big
exactly.
deal to me.
So what came first for you? Was it the singing? Was it being a musician, the songwriting, the actress? What came first for you, Amanda?
I would probably say the songwriting, singing, acting was probably all kind of just
Same time.
there. Yeah, I mean, I started writing or started making up songs probably from the time I could talk,
Yeah.
and started recording them and writing them down when I was 9.
Wow, really?
And apparently I was always very theatrical. Even my preschool teacher said she knew I would end up in entertainment the way I used to react to things. Oops. I learned how to control my rolling eyes, though, at some
Right.
point.
That's funny. That is cool. So, was the guitar the first instrument for you, or was there an
Uh,
instrument before?
I actually played piano when I was
Piano.
younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can still play my recital from when I was 9,
Mm.
or a recital piece, but that's about all.
You remember what it was?
I don't know the name of it, but I can play it when I'm on a piano. I'm like, want to hear my recital piece?
That's it.
Um, but the great thing about that is I learned how to read music, and so I can still play if I'm like doing it slowly. I just can't play really fast on a piano. But it was great for learning how to read music for singing as well, sight singing in high school and all that. And I kind of wish I had learned more of the theory on guitar when I was younger. I've started learning more of it now, which has helped excel my guitar playing. So,
That is so cool. So you were how old when you picked up that guitar for the first time?
oh, I think I was 13, and
Was
I
it
just
acoustic?
wanted it was an acoustic Fender,
Fender.
and I played that until actually a few years ago when I had a car wreck and ended up going with a smaller guitar, a smaller acoustic that has a smaller body, and I also started playing the electric, which is what I have hooked up today. So
Wow, that's
it's a little more
cool.
fun.
Are you self-taught, or did you get all the lessons through the years too? How'd that work for you?
Oh, I am definitely not self-taught on the guitar. That is not a natural talent for me, and I'm jealous of those that it is. I took from a really awesome guitar teacher back home in South Carolina, Joe Bennett. He had a top 10 hit when he was 15 with Joe Bennett and the Sparkle Tones. It was a
Mhm.
rockabilly tune called
Yeah.
Black Slacks. And it was when Simon and Garfunkel had just broken into the top 40. And Joe said to me, he said, "So when do you write?" And I said, "Well, when it comes to me." And he said, "I'm going to give you a something to try." He said, "Here's a title. I want you to write to it, even if you're not in the mood to write." And the next week, I came back and he said, "I thought about that. That was probably too much." And I said, "Here you go." And his point was they lost their deal because they would only write when it hit them.
Right. Yeah.
And he wanted to teach me that if I really wanted to be in this business for a long time, I needed to be able to hone that skill and not just have it as a talent, but really make it a skill. So,
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes total sense. That's amazing when you really think about it, huh? That's really
hmm
that's really cool stuff. When did you decide to make the move to Nashville?
I have been here since 04, 05, I think. So a long time, but that's okay. They
4
say
or
overnight
5 years
success in
old?
Nashville is, yeah, exactly. When I was
Wow.
5.
Wow,
Exactly. I'm
really?
going to go with, I
The
like that
family
idea.
movement.
I mean, music's always been a part of me. So it was one of those things where I made sure that when I was finishing college and stuff, I knew how to get to the right places to make sure I would end up here. when I needed to be.
You always had your sights set on Nashville. You knew Nashville was going to be a place for you, a destination, a place to plant your roots, grow, network, and express your music, right?
Absolutely. And you have to be here to be good enough. You have to be in one of the major music cities really to hone your skills enough to be successful.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you can make money in those towns, but you have to at least be there to be pushed and to grow as an artist, grow as a writer, grow as a musician, so that you can go out and make money at it.
What was one of the first opportunities for you where people started noticing how good you were, and then, the phone started ringing a little bit more? You remember that first door opening opportunity for you?
Well, one of the coolest things was a dear friend of mine who was married to a great songwriter in her previous marriage, and she invited me to sing at her memorial service at a funeral home that she owned, or a graveyard she owned, which sounds odd, but she knew a lot of people in the music business, so it was a really cool opportunity. The second was I started getting to hang out with Marshall Tucker Band. I grew up with their kids, but I didn't know them growing up.
Right.
And so since I've been in Nashville, I've become friends with Doug Gray and all the guys in the band, and that's been really cool too. And when I started writing with Mark Narmore, who I met through Songwriter Girl Camp, his daughter was a member of it. He really brought me down into the Muscle Shoals home, and it really made me feel like, okay, this is really validation that he's bringing me in to meet these people in this amazingly musical town. And so that was very much a boost to validate what I was doing.
For those who maybe aren't familiar with Muscle Shoals, or even have ever had a chance to be there, I mean, I know a lot of folks who've gone through there. It's really a place of legend. How would you describe that experience being there, and how would you describe Muscle Shoals?
I had already watched the Muscle Shoals documentary. And so I had an idea about it. And knowing Mark and writing with Mark, I knew that I was going to enjoy it. But we got to go down, and unfortunately, Mark's office had been hit by a tornado. So we had to write at Fame in Studio B, which was pretty amazing. That's where the Allman Brothers pretty much created Southern rock. So I'm at the birthplace of Southern rock, writing with Mark, who's a #1 hit writer, and Spooner Oldham, who's written so many tunes and played on so many albums. And it was just as magical as I would have hoped it would have been.
That's cool, huh? It really is a special place, isn't it? I mean, it's an American treasure. So much music has come out of that area. How did it influence you? How has that connection and being in that vibe, in that groove in Muscle Shoals influenced your take on music, or maybe even enhanced what you do in any way, shape, or form?
I think it's really helped refine more the soul side of things, but also it gives me an opportunity to see something other than what Nashville is doing.
Right.
And the one thing that Muscle Shoals has is that all of the auxiliary musicians that still come in still really, really care about what they're throwing down.
Right.
And Nashville has some of the best musicians in the world. And I'm not taking away from that at all.
Yeah.
But some of the players down in Muscle Shoals still have this, we want to put our touch on it. We want to do the best we can for it too, not just we're coming in and throwing it down.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that helps create a cohesive kind of magic, which my band and I were all blown away.
What is it about this music, you think, this particular genre, and again, this blending of different genres, that you have this skill to be able to weave in and out of, and then also blend into a perfect pie filled of all these great ingredients? What do you think it is about the music that speaks to your heart and soul?
One, I think it's real. Two, I think it's a combo of my band and I playing together and like really figuring out what works for us. And I guess 3 would be the fact that I just got to a point where we wanted to make music we loved, regardless of what any outsider said. So we did 6 months pre-production on this album, on the Front Porch Rebel album. And we really we didn't care if it fit into one genre. We didn't care. We wanted the best songs that fit together with our sound. And thankfully, I feel like it worked well.
Tell us about that album. That particular one, Front Porch Rebel. I know that's near and dear to your heart too. What a great cover too. Tell us about this one.
Well, Front Porch Rebel, it comes from actually the first song on the album, which is Judds and Joplin. I've always explained whenever somebody asks, what's your sound? Since I've kind of found my sound, I've described it as I'm somewhere between the Judds and Janis Joplin.
Yeah.
And I've had people say, wait, so you need to write that song. So I think it was actually the first time Mark Narmore and I wrote together. We got together and wrote Judds and Joplin. And we were able to incorporate a bunch of titles or lines from Judd songs, lines from Janis Joplin songs, and throw it all in there to make a song about music we love. So
that is cool. You actually have quite a few. You've got a lot of music that's out that I don't know if people realize is all available. Here's another one. That album, yeah, that's a great look too.
Yeah.
Tell us about this.
So that was my first kind of EP that I put out a while ago, and I think it had 4 or 5 songs on it, and we put it out, and I was still honing my style and skill, but I'm still proud of it. So I think that if you listen to some of the older stuff, you'll hear that I think our music has evolved and grown, which I think is something that always should happen as you try new music. So
you also paid homage to Carolina Coast. This is another great one. Tell us about this one too.
So far, Carolina Coast has probably been my most successful song. It's all about just going to the beach. And I always tell people, hey, close your eyes, go to the beach with me.
Was Myrtle Beach your hang when you were in Carolina?
I'm from closer to the mountains, but I loved going to the beach. I loved it. And my co-writers, Tracy Colling and Kevin Roby, Tracy grew up going there to visit her dad in the summers and going to the beaches there. And Kevin actually got to go back to South Carolina and go to the beach for the first time on the East Coast with my band. So it was kind of perfect. It was a really cold day. We were writing and we were like, let's just write a beach song because that's where we wish we were anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's another, Simple Country.
Oh, I'm not sure what one that is from.
With Bob Angel, huh?
Yeah, that's not me though, I don't think.
Does look like you.
It's not me. I'm not sure what that was from. So.
Yeah, it's your doppelganger.
Who knows?
You've got a doppelganger running around then.
I know I've met Bob, so I'm not sure though, but that's kind of entertaining.
Isn't that interesting? Unless maybe somebody made something, that could have been just made.
Unless it was like a mixture, it may have been a mixture of songs or something.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking, because if you know Bob, that could be, or that could be something a fan maybe made too.
Who knows?
Fans maybe make stuff. So, because it does look like you're there.
It's not me though, because the hair's straight.
Right.
My hair doesn't straighten.
Tell us about this one.
So 6 String Showdown was such a fun song to write. I got this idea. I was listening to some George Thorogood songs and I heard this like lick and I called my guitar teacher and my guitar player. So Dave Isaacs is in the red and Randall Scott Peterson, my guitar player and co-producer, is in the purple. And I said, hey, what if we get together and can you still hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, I think my headphones just died. But we got together and I said, hey, how about we write a song that's a dueling guitar song? And they said, okay. And I said, now the music's going to be on you because I can't help with the dueling guitar part. but I'll help with the lyrics. And we got together and we wrote what I consider a future classic rock song. So
I like that. Yeah, there it is. Cool.
Yeah, that was fun. We got to incorporate Dave into the single photo shoot for the cover for the single, and it was pretty cool. So
how did the group come together?
we came together. I was working with a group called Artists on the Edge, where we were going to be going into schools and stuff with multiple artists singing with one band to save money, so you could have multiple talent and multiple artists playing together. It never fully came to fruition. However, the band that we had for the first gig we did was the Petersons, which is Randy on guitar, Sherry Peterson tenor on bass, and Sean Peterson on drums. The drums and bass are twins. And even though that organization kind of dissolved, they stuck it out with me. So we stuck together. So I've been playing with them for over 12 years. Sean's temporarily back in Georgia for right now. So we've got another drummer that's been filling in for him. Oddly enough, his name is also Sean. But they are really a very integral part of my sound, the Almost Angels band. And I'm very thankful for not only the musicianship they have, but also the friendship we've developed.
That is so cool. You know, when you're surrounded by good people who really care, you know, and who are talented, sometimes that's hard to come across, you know?
Absolutely. And they're brothers and sisters, so they've been doing this for a long time together.
Go Gators.
Yeah, go Gators.
That's it. We are getting a weird sound that's coming through from your end. Yeah, it's like almost sounds like somebody's going.
Let me see.
You hear it?
If this fixes it. Is that any better?
Let's see. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you say a few things.
Check, check, check.
I think when you don't have headphones in, but you did, right?
I did, and I'm trying to get them to recharge.
I think that's where that sound's coming from. I think you're getting. Sometimes what happens is it sounds weird. The audience doesn't always get it, but when the guest doesn't have earbuds or headphones on, when I talk, my voice comes out of your speakers and it shoots it back as an echo. That's.
I can go grab another pair if you need me to. I'm so sorry. I didn't. Think
I would, yeah, because it's a sound that might cause people to fade away quickly.
Real fast.
It's a piercing sort of. Sounds like a bird. I think it happens when I speak. Yeah, it happens when I speak because it's coming out of her speaker. So, anyway. Maybe you won't say anything until she comes back. She's going to perform live for us.
And now the dogs want to be involved.
Now let the dogs in. Who let the dogs in?
Oh, here's my big girl, my big baby.
Unfortunately, it's happening when I speak only because my sound is coming out of your speakers and then reverberating.
Okay, I know what's happening now.
Yeah. Are you on a Mac or an iPad or iPhone?
An Android. I know.
Oh, that usually should be fine. I think it's the loss of the headphones.
I'm putting the headphones on right now. It should be hooking back up. There we go.
All right. That made a big difference. No, still hear it.
Yep, it's still there, isn't it? Settings.
Yeah. Do you hear it do you hear that sound?
I cannot hear it, but I'm going to go to check the audio.
That's a big finger. A little behind the scenes. She took herself off.
The advantages of going live. I think maybe we will pre-record all of these going forward, and I'll take the evenings off. Sometimes live has a mind of its own. She'll be back. She'll figure it all out. Every guest does. She probably hit a button and took herself out of the broadcast studio. But while she's doing that, we know what to do. We'll show you some of the videos. Well, not videos. We don't have any videos. She's going to play live. There's the album, or there's the song, Someone to Miss Me. And we miss Amanda, don't we? Well, guess what? She's back, but we'll bring her in when she has it figured out, when she's all set and ready to go. Here's some cool photos here too that we were showing earlier. That's a great shot. And I think she's all ready to go. Back in her seat. Welcome back.
Yes. So sorry. I am so sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay.
Wally is now sitting here with us.
Ah,
when I start singing, she may join us. Wally, can you say hi?
Yeah. How old?
She's 20 months. Wally, sit.
Obviously, definitely an alto.
Oh yeah, she's a singer too. She loves to sing with mom.
You said that she likes to sing when you play, right?
Well, when I sing, if I get to a certain pitch, she joins in. Yes. Come here, Lucky. Hey, Lolly. Here you go. Here's my other guy. He just came in too. He wanted to join the party.
Oh, who do we got there? Who's that cute?
This is Lucky Bug. My little guy, Lolly.
Do the two of them get along?
She just took my guitar. She just took the guitar with her tail, and it scared her.
Oh wow! The tail touched the guitar.
And it made a growling sound, and it scared her. Oh, that was kind of funny. I'm gonna close the door now.
That is funny.
Bye, babes. I love you.
Right. You got to see some of the family. That's cool.
Technical difficulties and dogs. There we go.
That's life, right? And you just roll with it all.
It is.
You just roll with it all. Did you want to perform something for us too? Some of them have been asking about
that. Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. What would you like to? They love the dogs. Yeah.
Oh, me too. They're pretty awesome.
Tell us about that beautiful guitar you have there.
Okay, so this is my first electric guitar. It's a Fender Squire, which are not known to be very expensive guitars, but it had really good bones, which is apparently not always the case. But if you get one with really good bones, you can have it upgraded and make it sound even more amazing. Let me turn that down real quick because I'm trying to get it back to where it's supposed to be set. I've got a little pedal here, but a buddy of mine, Ed Simpson, does a lot of guitar tuning up, so he actually set this one up to sound way better. He put better pickups in it and all that. He put a pearlized pick guard on it, which if you saw the cover of the album, it did not have that at the time. So I don't know if you can see it shining.
That is beautiful. So, yeah. That's a beautiful guitar. So you take that on the road with you a lot too?
I do. I take both my acoustic and my electric. I'm much more comfortable playing the electric. I just think because I've had hand surgery. But sometimes it's better sound to play the other. So just kind of try to use both of them. I get a little guitar ADD. So can you hear me okay with these headphones?
Yes, we do hear you. Yes.
Okay.
Yep, we got it. Great. And the guitar sounds good. What do you want to play for us?
Well, do you want me to play the current single, or do you want me to play
whatever,
a little something upbeat first?
Whatever you're feeling. Surprise us.
All right.
Yeah, surprise us.
We'll play a little Carolina Coast. We'll go to the beach for a minute.
All right.
Just let me know up or down if the guitar needs to go up or down, whatnot.
Sounds good.
There's a place where the wind don't care. Salty breeze blowing through my hair. Oh, won't you take me there? The moon is shining bright down on me and my baby tonight. Oh, I need a little piece of paradise. Oh, take me down to that Carolina coast with the motion of the ocean. Hear my soul build a mansion on the sand. I sure could use some soul. Oh, sit back and watch the cold metals glow. Smell the jasmine in the air as the sun may flow on that Carolina coast. There's a wave rolling through my mind, memories of a carefree time. Oh, they carry me away with the tide. If it's shagging in the sand, swaying to a boardwalk, and still I can. Oh, how I wish I were there again. Oh, take me down to that Carolina coast with the motion of the ocean. Hear my soul build a mansion on the sand. I sure could use some soul. Oh, sit back and watch the palmettos go. Smell the jasmine in the air as the sun may flow on that Carolina coast. Here once more, some kids go, sweet magnolia, oh, I go. Take me down to that Carolina coast with the motion of the ocean. Heal my soul, build a mansion on the sand. I sure could use some shine. Sit back and watch the palmettos glow. Smell the jasmine in the air as the sun may flow on that Carolina coast. Oh, take me there. I wanna go to that Carolina coast.
What a great song. That's a terrific song. That's
Thank you.
That's a, the mic seems like it's over modulating a little bit.
Okay, the head mic.
The vocal. Yeah, the vocal seemed like it was over modulating. And it's weird because once you put those headphones in, that sound went away. But your tone is a sort of like a muffled sound, like a little underwater sound a little bit. It's not as clear. It was clearer before. It was sharper.
Okay.
The audio was sharper before. Yeah. So it had a nice clear sharpness in the beginning of the show, but then when your headphones went out,
it messed up everything.
It's sort of more like we're talking more like this a little bit. It's not as clear.
Okay, let me see. I have some wired ones too that we can try.
Oh yeah, the old school stuff, right?
Old school. Sometimes that's the best way to go.
Our guest wore them last night too, and she says, "Oh, I got to wear these. It's going to mess up my hair." And I'm like, "Hey, that's old school. Wear them." And
hey, these are the ones I use when we're rehearsing and stuff, and because sometimes you can't have too many Bluetooth things. It's on the side.
No, yeah, because everything all gets haywire, right? Exactly. There you go, behind the scenes.
If this works better.
That's starting to get better sound. Yeah.
My Bluetooth one's off. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Is that better?
It is better. It's clearer, cleaner.
All right. Now I can hear you too. So I'll put these back in the case so that they don't turn back on. All right. More technical difficulties for fun.
Sometimes old school is the best way to go, isn't it?
You know, I agree. Sometimes it's just tried and true. It works, and why mess with it? There we go. And these are. Is that better?
The newfound technology, you know.
Sometimes it's not as good as we want it to be.
That's right. That's right.
So there we go. Is that better?
Yes, that is 10 times better.
Awesome.
Sounds a lot better. Did you want to play something else too? That was a great.
Sure, I'm happy to.
Yeah, that would be awesome. What would you like to play?
I will, I guess, because it's the current single. Well, I guess it depends. Does the audience want to hear something slow or rockin'? I can't see the comments, so.
Yeah, that's a good question. Slow or rockin'? Well, what are you feeling?
Well, I tend to feel more rocking. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, do that.
All right, we'll go for rocking and see how it goes. See if this is better with the sound.
Yeah, let's give it a test. Do like a little mini sound check first and see.
Hey, is that any better?
The vocal is loud for some reason.
Okay.
Not the guitar, but the vocal. Where is the microphone? Is it way up by your mouth or?
It's getting ready to get moved. Let's see.
It's sort of like distorts a little, overmodulates just a little.
Let's see if I do this.
You have such a phenomenal voice. We want to hear it in its purity. We don't need overmodulation for a great voice like yours.
Is that better vocally?
That's 10 times better, whatever you did.
I just took the one earphone out that has the mic on it. Moved it.
Much, much better. Absolutely.
All right.
Yes. Cool.
Figuring it out. Figuring it out.
That's it. Right. Sometimes less is more, right?
That's right. That's right. All righty. So this one is the song we were talking about. This is kind of how I describe my music.
Are you going to stand or sit? Because your head's cut off.
I will sit, so I'm not shutting my head off. Yeah.
There you go. Perfect. What a team we are.
Technical difficulties, you know.
Are we professionals? Are we a team? Can we get it
I mean, I promise I'm a professional. I feel like that's, you know, if you screw up and you can just still keep going.
That's a professional. Absolutely.
So this one is the song that the album was named after. Front Porch Rebel was named after. It's one of the lines in the song. So this is Judson Joplin. So.
All right.
What kinds of music makes me lose control? Digs so deep and soothes my soul, gets me dancing all night long. Give me a bass, low and mean, a slide guitar that can really scream, and a kick drum driving the beat of my heart. Oh, somewhere between the Judds and Joplin, hot swing mixed with rebel rockin', heart-wrenching country twang, or little bluesy thing, anything that gets my blood pumping. Somewhere between the Judds, somewhere between the Judds and Joplin. Oh, you know, Mama, he's crazy, but I gave him a piece of my heart. Oh, have mercy, his love's got me falling apart. He likes to groove out on the floor, steals a kiss, and I'm ready for more when the lights go out. We're rocking with the rhythm of the rain. Oh, somewhere between the Judds and Joplin, hot swing mixed with rebel rockin', heart-wrenching country twang, or little bluesy thing, anything that gets my blood pumping. Somewhere between the Judds, somewhere between the Judds and Joplin. If he has a change of heart, I'm gonna cry, 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 baby. But her girl's not out. It's just the thing to save me. Oh, somewhere between the Judds and Joplin. Hot swing mixed with double rockin'. Heart-wrenching country twang, or little bluesy thing. Anything that gets my blood pumping. Somewhere between the Judds, somewhere between the Judds and Joplin. I'll throw in some Hank on the Opry. A little Skinner to rock me. Bye-bye, baby, why not me? Oh, why not me? Oh, la-di-da-di-da-da, la-di-da-di-da-da, la-di-da-di-da-da-da. La-di-da-di-da-da, la-di-da-di-da-da, la-di-da-di-da-da-da.
That is awesome. That is fantastic. That is really, really.
Was the mic better that time?
Yes, that's a great
Okay,
song.
good.
That was great.
Thank you.
You know, since the other one, the version of Carolina Coast was sort of that muffled. Can you do that one again? I'd love to hear.
Absolutely.
I'd love to have them hear that as it should
Sure.
sound.
Yes.
That's such a great song too. That was great.
You wanted me to do that right now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, since you got
Right
the blood's flowing, right? And everybody's
yeah.
loving it. The comments coming in.
Oh,
everybody's loving
good.
it. Yeah.
Good. Well, that's what it's all about. So,
Absolutely.
all right. You ready for me? I'm going to move the mic back down again.
Yeah, we're all set. And
Is
this
that better
Carolina
still?
Coast. Yeah, this is an encore of Carolina Coast. on the
Yeah.
Jim Master Show, just for our Liberty viewers.
There's a place where the wind don't care. Salty breeze blowing through my hair. Oh, won't you take me there? Crescent moon is a shining bright down on me and my baby tonight. Oh, I need a little piece of paradise. Oh, take me down to that Carolina coast with the motion of the ocean. Heal my soul, build a mansion on the sand. I sure could use some shore. I'll sit back and watch the palm needles blow, smell the jasmine in the air as the sun lays low on that Carolina coast. There's a wave rolling through my mind, memories of a carefree time. Oh, they carry me away with the tide. Barefoot shagging in the sand, swaying to a boardwalk band, feel a kiss. Oh, how I wish I could hear again. Oh, take me down to that Carolina coast, let the motion of the ocean heal my soul, build a mansion on the sand. I sure could use some shore. I'll sit back and watch the palm needles blow, the jasmine in the air as the sun lays low on that Carolina coast. Chihuahua smile, sun-kissed road, sweet magnolia, wanna go. Take me down to that Carolina coast, let the motion of the ocean heal my so build a mansion on the sand. I sure could use some shore. Oh, sit back and watch the palmettos blow, smell the jasmine in the air as the sun lays low on that Carolina coast. Oh, oh, take me there. I want to go to that Carolina coast.
That's such a great song. It really is. I mean, how long
That
did
one
it
sound
take?
better?
Yes, much better. How long did it take?
Awesome.
How long did it take to write that one? And put
You
that
know,
one
that I think that one we wrote it in one session, I think. And some songs take 4 or 5 sessions to fix. And I think that we mostly wrote that one really in one session. We were just all so ready to be at the beach, and it was so cold, and we were just feeling the vibe. So that's why whenever I play it, I say, all right, go to the beach with me, y'all. And hopefully it takes people there. And there are a lot of South Carolina and North Carolina shout outs in the song.
Absolutely.
Shaggin' on the Boulevard, which shaggin' is the state dance of South Carolina, not English, British shagging.
Right.
South Carolina shagging.
South
Carolina shag. Yeah, exactly. And we also talk cheer wine, which is a North Carolina drink. And so we tried to throw in a lot of different Carolina shout outs within the song. So,
you can tell the test of a great song too, when you still hear it in your head after the song has stopped. I still hear that. I still hear you singing. I still hear the guitar. I still hear the vibe, the rhythm, the rhythm.
Swaying a little.
It's still right. Yeah.
Good. That's what I want to hear.
That's what it is. You have something else you want to share? This is cool. This is great.
Yeah, sure.
Surprise.
Still going. I'll do the new single. How about that? It's a little different, but I'll do this one. So you're getting a little bit of my rock, a little bit of my beachy sound, and then this is a little more of my soul sound. So
we're getting a 360 version of Amanda.
There you go. I like it. Hey, I don't like to box myself into one genre.
Right, exactly. Exactly right. Cool stuff tonight on the Jim Masters Show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, my pleasure.
You'll hear the Muscle Shoals too, because it's got that like 6 beat, the 6/8 beat. It ain't hard to find someone to hold. You don't need one who wants to control. Well, I could find somewhere to lay my head, but I don't need a cold, empty bed. No, I don't need a cold, empty bed. Sometimes I wish I had someone to miss me, someone who would worry if I didn't make it home, one who lives just to kiss me. Oh, I wish I had someone to miss me. Oh, I wish I had someone to miss me. It's getting harder and harder to find. Oh, a man with more than one thing on his mind. And it might sound a little old-fashioned, but I believe in true love and passion. Yeah, I believe in true love and passion. Sometimes I wish I had someone to miss me, someone who would worry if I didn't make it home, one Oh, I wish I had someone to miss me. Oh, I wish I had someone to miss me. I'm lost, so lost and lonely, just waiting for someone to find me. And I hope I don't have to wait too long. Oh, for one who won't let me go. Ah, sometimes I wish I had someone to miss me. Someone who would worry if I didn't make it home. One who lives just to kiss me. Oh, I wish I had someone to miss me. Oh, I wish I had someone to miss me. Ooh, no more lonely nights. Ooh, I wish I had someone to miss me. Oh, I wish I had someone to miss me.
That's really fantastic. That is
Thank you.
that's a great song. And
Thank you. I hope
put
I turned away enough when I was getting loud. I was trying to turn away from the mic because I didn't want it to feedback.
Without flipping off the chair, right?
Right, exactly. I was like, well, if I go this way, hopefully that'll help.
Boing, the dog, you land on the dogs. That is really a cool song. And, I think that hits home with a lot of people, that's one of those songs that really gets right to the heart and soul of the matter, huh?
And, that's really what it's all about. I have a mission statement for my music that I came up with a few years ago, shortly before we did the album, and it's to create and execute musical experiences that people can deeply feel.
Yeah.
And that's my goal. Like, it's not about me. It's about sharing music that I feel, and hopefully other people feel it too. And if they do, that's the best compliment I could ever have. So
what's the feedback like for you when people come up to you and they're like, Amanda, this stuff really knocks me out. I want more and more and more. Because I know you've had that feedback, the accolades, the commentary, awards, rewards are great. What is that like?
It's very humbling, but also awesome. One of the best lessons I learned the first time I played that song, Someone to Miss Me Out, I murdered it. Or so I thought. And I had somebody come up to me after and say, man, I could tell you really felt that song. And it was a reminder that regardless of how I feel I did on it, if it still touches somebody, then that's what really matters. And I've had some cool comments. Like, one of the best, I guess, best awful compliments I've ever had was to my song Soldier's Girl. I had a girl reach out and say, hey, my brother-in-law just died in Afghanistan. Can we use your song for his funeral? And that's a freaking terrible but amazing, humbling feeling.
Right, exactly. That's sort of legacy stuff. The song obviously touches in a way that they knew would touch those who are coming to pay their respects. It's a beautiful way to say goodbye to that individual. Music's really a healer. Music brings people together. It's a healer. We need music, don't we?
100%. 100%. So
what if we came over there and we were going to listen to your, stereo or boombox or iPod or whatever you have, what would be in it right now?
Well, until I had to get a new vehicle that doesn't have a CD player. Mark Narmore's CD was in it, which is actually not available online. He's my co-writer, but I love his music. He wrote What I Love About Sunday, Moon Over Georgia for Shenandoah. He's had number of hits, and he just never was an artist for some reason. But also, I listened to a lot of Etta James radio, a lot of Susan Tedeschi radio, Janis Joplin, Southern rock. There's a playlist that actually I put together called Southern Rock and Soul on Spotify, and I like a combo of things. I like rock. Also listen to a lot of Pink radio though. So I think Pink's such a talented singer and musician and writer, and I listen to music that makes me feel something, and that's what I try to also put out.
Now there's a tour coming up too, right? Is there a tour? You guys putting something together?
We are in the works of it. I had to take a few months off. I had bronchitis about 3 months ago, which is horrific.
Yeah,
I didn't have a voice for 10 days, and it was very scary.
Did they think it was COVID possibly at one time?
No, I mean, it went straight. I didn't even have a sore throat. It went straight to like coughing and not being able to talk.
Wow. Yeah, that's rough. Right.
So,
and you got to take care of yourself, because like me, I also have to take care of my vocal cords and voice. That's one of our instruments. Yeah.
It's my main one, and it was very scary. So we've put off trying to put the tour together. And now that I'm healthy again, we're working on putting it together, hopefully going all over the US. So we were going around the Southeast a lot right before COVID, and then everything
completely stopped. Right.
So we're hoping to get back out there and get farther and farther out there, and hopefully I can make it to where my band can quit their regular jobs and come out on the road with me.
That would be absolutely perfect. Do you like performing or songwriting more, or is it equal?
Different parts. There's nothing like the rush of performing.
Yeah.
But songwriting is a part of me as well. And I think it's such a great expression and way to get out emotions, especially like I tend to only write by myself when it's emotional highs or lows, which I think is somewhat normal. But then it's fun to write with other people as well, but there's nothing like being on stage, and just if the audience is having half as much fun as my band and I are having, then they are having a good time. We genuinely have a great time on stage. We love playing beside each other. We love performing. If we might notice we mess up, but nobody else will if we don't show it, and we just have fun. And if they're having fun, that's what it matters. So
that's the key, right? That is absolutely key. What is your hope for the future for the music and for what you're doing? What do you see, and what are some of those bucket list things you'd like to do with it?
Oh, one of my bucket lists is I would love to do an AFE or USO tour. Putting those feelers out. It's hard to do. It used to be easy, and then September 11th happened, and it became very high demand. Yeah. It became very hard to get into. So I would love to do one. Yeah. Because I feel like that's the only way I could really serve those people serving us, is by entertaining them. I'm not brave enough to be out there on the front lines. So if I could at least entertain them, then that would be doing part of my job. And we've done a lot with like the VFWs and such around here. I've been here in like just in South Kentucky and everything. And also I want to be touring full time. I want to be on the road more than I'm at home. I love being on the road. Some people get on the road and hate it. Luckily, I've had an opportunity to be out on the road, and I loved it. So I'm itching for it, because I kind of am a little bit of a gypsy. I want to be kind of moving around and meeting people. And I have a goal for my band that if we're in a place more than a day or two, that we find some sort of service project to do in that town as well, because that's really important to me to.
That's a cool idea.
Stay humble and to remember it's not about us necessarily, and it's that there's other stuff we can be doing too to help out and just to stay people.
Right.
So
that is really, really cool. That is great. So things are moving along and you're enjoying the ride, aren't you?
Trying to push forward, keep the ball rolling and get it rolling faster. So.
And Nashville is a great place to be right now. I know so many people, not just, in these genres of music, but jazz and everything else. Nashville is becoming a real hub.
It's Music City. It's not just country music city, as a lot of people think, but there's a lot of rockers here. There's a lot of rappers here, surprisingly. Yeah, right. And there's a lot of jazz and blues, and it really is Music City, not just country music city, which people just associate it more with the country side of things. So
exactly right. Yeah, it's really, really cool how much it's grown, and just the way people are, you know, sort of supporting one another. Everybody like roots for each other. Everybody wants everybody to be successful. And I think that's a cool way to be. That's the best way to be, is when you're rooting.
That's the only way to be, really, because if there's no reason to wish anything but greatness for other people too. So
yeah, that's exactly right. Love this photo. This is a cool one. Very mysterious.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love that one. Tell it, what was that one from?
So we did when I rebranded myself and definitely rebranded my website and everything, we went into a photo shoot, and this was just one of the really cool shots that my photographer got, and I am blanking on his name right now, and I'm gonna kick myself for that because I
cool
definitely cannot not say his name. That one I think was taken. The one on the red couch I think was taken by one of my PR ladies, and oh my gosh, why can't I think of his name? Oh my gosh, it's gonna kill me because he's so amazing.
This one's great. You look really happy there.
That was so much fun. I know my hair is
great.
A little insane. That's
terrific.
Why can I not think of his name? I am not sure. That's not good, but I will put it in the comments once my brain starts working again.
Right.
I was telling Jim earlier, my AC's been out since yesterday.
That's right. So,
so if I'm a little more glowy than normal, I'm always shiny, but if I'm a little more glowy than normal, that's why.
Go Gators. Like I said
yes,
earlier,
go Gators. So that was my niche song that we put out. And I mean, it's still so much fun to sing. We play a lot for the alumni club stuff, and it's just so much fun.
Yeah.
To be a part of the Gator clubs and be part of such a big nation, which it really is. It really is a big, big fan base of lots of love. So we're trying to keep that going, and always. And I'm still having trouble finding this, and I know his name, and
this one's great. It's all in the eyes.
Alan found it. Alan Clark. Oh my gosh, I was gonna kick myself if I couldn't think of it. So that one was actually taken by my former hair and makeup girl, Annalisa, with him. And when we did the photo shoot for the album, my photographer and my hair and makeup girl just took pictures just for fun to see like how it turned out. And we ended up using photos from both of them, from Annalisa and Lynn Stevens photography. That's another one from Alan Clark. He is top notch. He is an amazing photographer.
Yeah. That's cool. He really, they say good photography, it's all in the eyes when it's a, portrait profile.
Yes, and he knows his angles. He knows how to get his lighting, and he is 100% a pro.
Absolutely. So the music, all of the music that everybody's talking about, it's on Amazon, Spotify. Where can people find the music? And
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yes, it's everywhere. Amanda, as you can see my name on the bottom, Amanda Page Cornett. No I in Page. Yep, there's the website. You can also go to noinpage.com and it'll take you there.
Oh, cool. We didn't
I'm a big dork.
Acting too. Film, commercials.
Yeah.
Tell us about
I've done some acting over the years.
Tell us about that.
I've always done a little bit of acting, and been in some regional commercials, and Junkyard Dog. I actually I don't know if it would be considered acting or and singing, I guess, because I was playing myself. We got to sing our song, "He's Looking Better with Every Shot," in that movie with Vivica Fox and Stephen Dorff. Vivica Fox jumped up on stage in the middle of our song to like look for somebody, and we were kind of like, who is this lady coming in here during our set? Because it was kind of a old schooly country, old school bar, and here's this FBI agent walking in, and it was so much fun though. It was so much fun doing that, and that was a blessing. It was really cool. So, but I've done lots of acting, little acting here and there. I did theater growing up and all. I think that acting is essential to being able to emote music.
Yes.
So I feel like it's one of those skills that I should always hone to make my music
better. Would you like to do more?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I can. Whatever. I'll do whatever.
Like a sitcom,
I'm up for whatever.
Or a movie, or
Oh yes, I have a dream to be an action hero or in an action movie.
Ah, really?
Yes,
You
I'm
have
putting it
you
out
have
there.
Does the character have a name already?
No, I want to play an action hero or a spy or something like that, where I can use some of my like old gymnastic stuff and just be, which is funny actually. That's how I ended up in Junkyard Dog. I auditioned to be a stunt double
Oh, you did?
for one of the main characters, but she was like 2-3 inches shorter than me. It was never going to work, but that's how I ended up talking to people on the set and whatnot, and ended up getting our song in the movie. So,
How cool is that, huh?
because we're in Nashville, we're not in LA, where you have actual really, really, really
Studios and all the big.
well, you have the stunt doubles that are very experienced and trained and
Oh, yes,
certified.
they are.
So they had a guy come out that was doing the stunts out here from LA, but then in Nashville we don't have to have the people that are trained for it. So, but I would love to do like an action hero movie, or maybe I'll have to do it for one of my music videos at some point.
That is so cool. Well, somebody that's here that usually pops in towards the latter part, Mr. George Burns is with us. Look at that.
Whoa, what's up?
I tell you, with his cigar and his red pocket square and his
Ready for it?
Yes. He's ready for it. He said that you're amazing. He loves the music and that you absolutely knocked it out of the park, Amanda. He absolutely loved this, and he can't wait to hear more from you.
Love it. I love it. We're always making new music, and we're writing a lot right now and trying to get ready to do some more recording. So,
do you want to take us out with anything?
Sure. I guess dealer choice. Do y'all want a bluesy song? Do you want I could do Soldier's Girl or Throw a Little Gas? Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's do Throw a Little Gas. How about that? A bluesy song.
Yeah, that sounds good.
The funny part about this song, I always have to tell people, is we put the video out on January 1st, 2020. And I put the statement, "Let's set 2020 on fire." It's not my fault. I promise it's not my fault. So I'm going to move this microwave again.
She has nothing to do with it.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Don't blame the two dogs either. They had nothing to do with it.
Lolly wasn't even born then, so she definitely didn't. So, but here's Throw a Little Gas. I wrote this with Mr. Steve Goody. He's known as a comedian, and people hear this and they're like, "Wait, Steve writes regular songs too?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course he does." So, this is Throw a Little Gas.
Amanda Page Cornett.
We thought it burned out, they still remember, just enough to light a spark. A little flicker made me remember how hot we burned in the dark. We both know this can't be sustained. Let's light it up anyway. Let's throw a little gas on this old flame. Burn up the night till the light of day. The hotter the fire, the quicker it burns. And baby, we can't be sustained. Oh, let's throw a little gas. Throw a little gas. Throw a little gas on this old flame, on this old flame. There's still a passion fueled by the past, growing stronger in the night. There's no denying this heat's arising, just waiting to ignite. No illusions beyond the dawn. Come on, baby, just bring it on. Let's throw a little gas on this old flame. Burn up the night till the light of day. The hotter the fire, the quicker it burns. Baby, we can't be contained. Oh, let's throw a little gas. Throw a little gas. Throw a little gas on this old flame, on this old flame. We'll burn it up till we burn it out of control. Can't turn back now. Let's throw a little gas on this old flame. Burn up the night till the light of day. The harder the fire, the quicker it burns. And baby, we can't be contained. Oh, let's throw a little gas, throw a little gas, throw a little gas on this old flame, on this old flame. Oh, this old flame.
Really, really nice. What a great way to wrap it up on a, uplifting, cool note like that. You're the best, Amanda. This was really awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me on. It's so great to meet you virtually, at least.
Right.
And hopefully in person someday.
That's right, exactly. And I'm sure that'll happen. It's a very, very small world, and it's getting smaller for sure. I want to show people Someone to Miss Me. We've been talking about that. Again, you can get it Amazon, Spotify, iTunes, all cool places. And again, some of these others that we were talking about as well, that you heard tonight as well, which is fantastic. You heard that as well, Front Porch Rebel, and check them all out. Just look for Amanda Page Cornett.
Yeah.
And again, also don't check out her website too.
Yeah, and if anybody actually likes physical CDs like me,
yes,
I still actually like physical CDs. So it's got my band on it. I don't know if you can see that. If you like physical CDs, you can also send us an email through our website and order them that way as well. So
now, did you say that your car doesn't have a CD player now?
My new one does not, and I'm ordering one because I have CDs that I listen to that I need to have.
My car still
playing
has
in my car.
the CD player, and that was very important to me to have the CD player.
Mine did, and my previous vehicle, basically, I was told it had electrical issues and that it was better to get rid of it like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
So this new one does not, but you can hook one into the aux cord.
Ah, so a portable one?
And now they make them Bluetooth too. So I've been on the look for a car CD player. So if anybody knows of a good one, just comment and I'll check it out.
That's it. That's perfect. What are
some of those? I love CDs.
Oh, it's amazing. I have thousands of CDs. So I
know.
And I make my, I've made my own custom CDs like we used to do with cassettes. Used to do the cassettes too, do it with CDs, mixtapes and all that. And I like to hear it. I've got the Sirius XM satellite in the car and everything too. But sometimes when we're going on long drives, I want to hear the songs that I want to hear. And sometimes it's instrumental too. And I want to just
wait. Yeah.
And not wait. Exactly. I like to program it, and maybe being in radio and TV, just having the opportunity to sort of program it in a way where it's, hey, we get to hear what we want to hear.
Absolutely.
What are some of those blessings and joys in your life that inspire you along the way to create all this fabulous music for all of us, Amanda?
I'm definitely very blessed to have a great family and great pups, as you saw.
Yes.
Most of the time. Lucky Bug and Lollipop. I'm also I'm very thankful I'm very aware that not everybody is fortunate, and I'm a part of a mission camp where we work on people's homes every summer. So I try to be very aware of that, that not everybody has the things that most of us think everybody has.
Even a roof over our heads. Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, I'm not complaining about my AC because I know a lot of people don't even have it. So it's one of those things that it's a luxury, and yes, I want to get it fixed, but it could be worse, a lot worse. And there have been my best friend lost a bunch of family members back in 2020 all at once. And, to me, friendships are some of the most important things in the world. Hugs. I can't live in a world without hugs. Yeah. Even during COVID, I was like, I can't do it. If hugs don't come back, I can't do it. So I really just feel like connecting with people and that's a big blessing. And I'm very thankful just to be able to play music and share it with the world. So it's not lost on me. And, you know, when you have bronchitis and laryngitis and stuff, and you lose your voice for a little bit, it makes you very thankful when it comes back, and to not ever want to take that for granted. So
absolutely, because life is precious and life is short, as we've learned. And sometimes in our craziness, people forget that. But you know, I keep saying we need a world that's kinder, more empathetic. We're all together, collaborative, creative, and having a good time together and supporting one another is essential for the earth to continue to spin smoothly on its axis. It's got to
absolutely
got to do it that way. And you're definitely doing it. And you're, you know, great soul, great heart, and fantastic talent. Awesome to have you here on the show, Amanda. I hope the show met whatever expectations you had, and you enjoyed the time with me as much as I absolutely have with you.
Oh, it's been great. Thank you so much for having me. And I know Jill with Nashville Entertainment is thrilled for us to be making this connection as well. So very happy to be here, Jim.
Oh yeah, we're gonna keep the porch light on for you and welcome you back. And
awesome.
our viewers already said that you're a Lovety, a Jim Master Show Lovety. Now I say there's Emmys, Grammys, there's Tonys, there's Peabody's, Tellys. There's all these cool awards you can get. But when you get a Lovety on the Jim Master Show live, how does it make you feel? Most people say their feet tingle.
That's amazing.
You're a Lovety.
That is amazing. Yes. Thank you for whoever said that. Thank you.
Everybody. and I second that emotion.
Yes.
There's that website, gang, Amanda Page Cornett. Cool to have you here, my friend, and continued blessings and joy for you and for yours.
You as well.
Let's definitely stay in touch. Okay. Keep me posted on all the cool things you're doing. Spread the word about our show. And,
absolutely.
We will keep that porch light on for you. You're welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Thanks for all the great entertainment and laughs too. You know what I mean?
If you can't laugh, then what's the point?
I say that all the time.
That's right.
That's exactly right. So George Burns says, see you later. And so does Gilligan from Gilligan's Island.
Nice, nice. What's funny is I have worked with a company where we do 3-hour tours.
Ah, see? There was a reason why I showed that. I tell you, I don't know.
Synchronicity, something like that happening.
Yes,
yep.
That's right. You be well, my friend. You take care.
You too. Thank you.
You have a great night.
You too.
Take care. Amanda Page Cornett, right here exclusively on the Jim Master Show, entertaining us and having a laugh or two with us and inspiring us as well in the way that she does. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was really a thrill to bring this episode to you, and always, you know, we're always working hard to bring great shows for you from all around the world, wherever you're watching, here in the United States, Canada, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, New Zealand, South America. We have a lot of viewers that watch in South America. You know, a lot of people watch quietly too, and then they'll comment on our YouTube channel, or they'll shoot us a message on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. You can find me at all those places at Jim Masters TV, our YouTube channel, which is what you are watching right now. Give it some of our famous Lovety. If you enjoyed this episode, all the great music, entertainment, our conversation, the laughs, and everything else, give it a thumbs up. There's a thumbs up icon on our YouTube channel. Give this episode a thumbs up and all the ones you enjoy, and leave a comment for us too. Really important that you leave a comment on the YouTube channel, because when you do that, it allows YouTube to take the episodes and blast it out to more people around the world. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. There's no cost for that. You just hit the red button and you're part of the JMS Lovety family. And we really appreciate everybody who has subscribed. If you have subscribed to our YouTube channel, thanks so very much. That means the world to us. You know, we see all the folks that are subscribed. We see all the names, and we thank each and every one of you. If you haven't subscribed, what's holding you back? It doesn't cost anything. Just hit the red button. Helps us out. And we would love that. So enjoy. We don't say goodbye. We say see you later. Ciao, cheers, sláinte, shalom, avida zain. Take care, be well, love one another, take care of one another, and don't forget to love yourself. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back with another great episode tomorrow. Many more guests coming up. And if you're watching live, thank you very much for being with us. If you're watching this Memorex, as we call it, watching this later in the archives, we love having you here as well. Spread the word. We'll see you on the next episode of the Jim Master Show Live. Take care and be well. Cheers.